Hello and welcome to Bible Bites Daily. Today we have reached Deuteronomy chapter 7. Imagine yourselves standing on the eastern bank of the Jordan River, gazing across its swirling waters towards the promised land. You have heard the stories, the whispers of a land flowing with milk and honey, a haven after years of wandering in the wilderness. But excitement mingles with apprehension. The land ahead isn't empty. It's inhabited by Canaanites, powerful people with entrenched beliefs and practices. This is the setting of this chapter, a chapter that resonates across millennia, offering crucial guidance as we navigate the challenges of our own journeys, whether geographical or internal. Today, we'll wade through the Jordan of words, extracting pearls of wisdom that can illuminate our paths. Gods many and one. Deuteronomy chapter 7 reminds us of a fundamental truth. We serve one God, not a pantheon of competing deities. It is stated in verses 1 to 5. The Canaanites worshipped idols, symbols of power and earthly desires. But God calls us to rise above these earthly enticements, to dedicate our hearts and minds to the one true source of life and meaning. In our daily lives, we face countless temptations: materialism, career ambition, even social media validation. Ask yourself, what are the idols vying for space in your heart? Identify them and choose to dedicate your allegiance to the one true God, the source of all that truly matters. Whatever we wish for, whatever we work for, whatever our heart sets upon, are those things we are worshipping. So, believe it or not, we are worshipping more things than the God that we have to choose. The Canaanites weren't just physical obstacles, they represented the giants of fear, doubt, and temptation that lurk within us. It is stated in verses 17 to 26 in this chapter. God promises to drive out of these giants, but He also calls us to proactively participate in the battle. Don't wait for God to magically erase your anxieties. Arm yourself with prayer, meditation, and the Word of God. Face your fears head on, relying on His strength and guidance to overcome them. Remember, He has already won the victory, and He walks beside you in every battle. Finally, this chapter urges us to remember God's faithfulness throughout the wilderness journey. In verses 7 to 16, He provided manna in the desert, quenched thirst from barren rocks, and protected them from enemies. Remembering His past interventions strengthens our faith for the challenges ahead. Many a times we forget what God has done for us already in the past, and we only weigh upon the current situation. Why God is taking so much time to help us out? Why He is not equipping us to face these challenges? Why He is not giving us all those things that we want? So we only weigh upon the current situations. We have to go back and remind ourselves what God has done us in the past, how He has taken out us from all the troubles that we have faced, and so far every night how did He protect us and how did He guide us in every way we could. Take time to reflect on God's blessings in your life, both big and small. Gratitude is a powerful weapon against doubt and fear. When you have a doubt in mind of anything that matters to you, remember and have gratitude. Remind yourself that what God has already done to you in the past and feel grateful about those things. That means you are once again walking into faith with God. When anxieties cloud your vision, recall His past faithfulness and trust that He'll continue to guide you through the Jordan of your own challenges. Deuteronomy chapter 7 isn't just a historical text. It's a map of our navigating the landscape of our lives. As we stand on the edge of our own promised lands, let us remember, dedicate ourselves to the one true God. So, when I mention God here, it is the only God. Not your money, not your fame in the society, not anything else. It is the one true God that we love and we have to cherish in our lives. Rest we'll all follow. Actively fight the internal chains that threaten to hold us back. Remember God's faithfulness and draw strength from His past interventions. This is the most important thing that we need to do on an everyday basis. We have to remind ourselves what God has done in the past. In everyday prayers, we have to thank Him for what He has already done. Even before you worry about what is the current situation, you have to thank God about what He has already done in your past and be grateful for those things. With these lessons etched in our hearts, let us cross the Jordan of doubt, fear and temptation and claim the promised land within us and around us and for us. May our lives be testaments to the enduring wisdom of this chapter, forever echoing the call to conquer our chains. Dedicate ourselves to the one true God and claim the blessings that await us on the other side. Go forth with the promise of God's presence resonating in your hearts. Be strong, be courageous, and remember, He is always with you wherever you go. Thank you for listening. May God bless you all in abundance.